Hi everybody, Dean Kulawira, IT recruiter at SRA Staffing, doing another job search video. Thank you so much to everybody that's been tuning in. Again, if you don't know me, again, I'm Dean Kulawira, IT recruiter at SRA Staffing. We're based out of the Yonge and Sheppard area. Now, just wanted to give you a quick tip today, something I was thinking about, and I guess today's tip is always remember you are much more than your resume. At the end of the day, a resume, the way I see it, the primary purpose of a resume is to, number one, get attention, right, from whoever's reading it, whether that's a recruiter or a hiring manager, is to get their attention. Number two, it's like a point of reference. It's just something to refer to. It's something for context. When you're at, for example, when you're at an interview and you're speaking with the hiring manager or the recruiter, or whoever it is you're meeting with, you use the resume as a point of reference, right? Something to refer to. You use it the same way that a salesperson would use a flyer or a pamphlet to sell you on their product or service. Same thing with resumes. That's the way you gotta see it. Because some of you are you're treating the resume like it's the end all be all, and it's like the thing that's gonna determine whether you get the job or not. Look, I'm not undermining the value of a good resume. Your resume definitely has to be well written. It has to be well structured. It has to be up to par. Has to be readable. Has to be easy to read. It has to have a nice flow. But that being said, again, it's just a tool. It's just one tool in your arsenal, and that's one of the benefits of working with a staffing agency, because you're not just depending on your resume. You have a person or an individual or an organization who knows about your background, your skill set, and who has a direct relationship with a company you're interested in working for, and is able to say, we have met with it, we know this candidate, we met with this candidate, this is the resume, but when would you like to meet with them? You know, that kind of thing. And if you're not working through an agency, that's something you got to do by yourself, right? So just keep in mind, don't limit your selling ability or your potential to your resume. Don't say, if you get on the phone with a recruiter or a hiring manager for a role you're interested in, don't say, don't end the call and within 5 minutes and say, here's my resume, or where do you want me to email you my resume. Don't leave it at that. Like, you got to do the selling. Like, you have to do the selling. And by the way, even if you're working with an agency, so even if you're calling myself, right, as an IT recruiter, if you're calling me, maybe you're meeting with me, what you shouldn't be doing is saying, right away saying, where can I send you my resume, or where do you want me to email me your resume, or here's my resume, take a look at it. No, the resume, again, you treat it like a pamphlet or a flyer. It's there for reference. I don't have a pamphlet or a flyer here to kind of give you a visual on that, but obviously most of you probably know what I mean when I say a pamphlet or a flyer. You need to be doing the selling. Like, you have to have your elevator pitch down. Even when you're calling me as a recruiter, you're calling me, don't just call and say, hey Dean, I'm so and so, where can I email you my resume? No, you gotta have your pitch right. You gotta be able to pitch yourself. You gotta be able to talk about your background, your skill set. You gotta sell yourself as to why the recruiter, such as myself, or the hiring manager, needs to take interest in you and needs to have a conversation with you, and maybe book a meeting or further phone call if they're not able to speak to you right away, where you can discuss your background and your skill set. So what I'm saying is, don't depend on your resume. Don't just use your resume as the selling tool that you use. Like, you got to do the selling yourself as well. Again, the resume is there as a point of reference. The resume is there as again, something to refer to at the end of the day. In the same way that you would use a flyer to sell a product or service. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend this is a flyer. Okay, so it's just like a salesperson says, hey, welcome to our store, welcome to our company, or whatever. Our product, our service is XYZ, blah blah blah. And if you look at a pamphlet here, you'll notice that these are the various product servings we have, the service offerings we have. For this product serving, you get this. For this, you get this. This is this. This is the pricing over here, here, and you see what I'm getting at, right? So that's the same way you need to be using your resume. Like, don't just say, here's our product offering, and that's it. If you do that as a salesperson, you're not gonna do well, right? So the same thing with your resume. Don't depend on just putting your resume in front of someone and letting them figure out the rest. No, you got to do the selling. You got to do the persuading. Again, whether you're speaking to a recruiter or a hiring manager or whoever it is you're in communication with. So remember that you're much more than your resume. Your resume is just a tool to attract attention or set a hook. And number two, to use as a tool or a point of reference when you're meeting with a hiring manager or a recruiter. So you can say, this is what I do, blah, 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 and this is where I did it, and you can refer to the resume, that kind of thing. So that's about it, because because when someone's reading something, they're in their own heads, they're in their own minds, they can form their own conclusions. You don't have control over that. So you as the job seeker or the person who wants the job or who wants to connect with the recruiter or the hiring manager, you have to do the selling. You have to influence the thought process in the other person. You don't want to leave that to chance, right? So that's my rant for today. And by the way, I am participating in this event taking place next week. Let me just pull up. I should have pulled this up before doing this video, but just bear with me. Give me a second here. Let me pull up that information for you. I did post it on my LinkedIn and as well as Twitter and on my Facebook page. But if you're an analytics, so if you're an IT professional working in the analytics space, there's a function going on next week Tuesday. So it's on, let me see here. Yeah, so Tuesday, June 26th. It's going to be from 5:30 to 7:30. So if you're in the analytics space, make sure you show up. So basically, the point of this event is going to be personal brand pitch and networking meetup. So in this event, you'll have the opportunity, if you're an individual in that space. I think it's for analytics, people working in analytics, but maybe they're open to other people in IT. I'm not sure. So make sure you check out I'll post the link in the comments as well. So make sure you check it out. Maybe contact the the organizers and find out if you're okay to attend. And basically, it's going to be about personal brand, your personal brand, and how to pitch it. And there's also going to be networking there. So basically, it's going to be candidates such as yourself who might be watching, where you get to, in front of recruiters or whatever other professionals there to give their feedback, including myself, by the way. So I'm going to be there. So we'll have a chance to network and connect and meet face to face. And I will give you personal feedback about your personal branding pitch as well. So make sure mark your calendars, okay? So it's next week, Tuesday, June 26th, from 5:30 to 7:30. It's at the CBC Conference Center. Make sure you sign up. So click on the link. Click on the link below. I'll post the link below. If you're watching on YouTube, it's going to be in the description, the video description. And make sure you show up. So you'll get feedback, actual feedback, from myself and other recruiters, I believe, and or other hiring managers, with our feedback on your pitch, right? And you'll also get the chance to network. It's always good to network. I always encourage everybody to network. So make sure you sign up and show up, and it'll be great to meet all of you in person, face to face, and that's pretty much it. So again, I'll post the link below. Make sure you check it out. Other than that, hope everybody's having a great week so far. It is Thursday. It's still not the end of the week. It's not time to hang your what's the phrase? Hang your skates up or take it easy. It is Friday, but that doesn't mean that it's time to relax. So if you're in job search mode, keep going, keep moving forward, keep pressing through, keep taking the actions that are going to get you closer to getting a job. Any way I can help, let me know. I'm currently looking for several software development related roles. So Java developers, .NET developers, Salesforce developers. So if you are in that space, make sure you connect with me. Even if you're not, if you're in IT, make sure we connect. Again, if you don't know me, my name is Dean Kulawera. I'm at SRA Staffing. We're based out of the Yonge and Shepherd area. Short 10-15 minute walk from Yonge Shepherd subway station. So if you're in the area, give me a heads up at least a day in advance or so. Let's meet up. Book an appointment to meet me. You're more than welcome to visit us at our offices, and we can talk about your background see if there's any way I can help you immediately. If not immediately, at some point in the future. And let's connect. Look, if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send me an invite to connect. If you're here in Toronto, Canada, especially, I'm definitely able to help you at some point. If not with actual job opportunities, with I put out regular job search tips, videos, articles, and a whole bunch of content. I'm trying to do more of these videos as well. So make sure we're connected. If we're not connected, feel free to call me anytime. I'm in the office Monday to Friday during standard business hours. 416-296-1772 extension 2036. Feel free to give me a call. Introduce yourself, and let's stay connected. Let's get connected. Any way I can help you, let me know. You can follow me also on Twitter. I'm on YouTube, so subscribe to me on YouTube for these YouTube videos. And that's about it. So I'll see all of you tomorrow. Again, keep it going, keep pushing through, and we'll talk again soon. Thanks so much. Have a good night.